Stop making excuses about your lack of professional video editing skills because this specific workflow is about to change everything for creators and editors alike. Google and various cutting-edge AI labs are dropping new models that completely disrupt the traditional motion graphics pipeline, and I've stumbled upon a method that generates studio-level visuals in mere minutes. The real twist here is that you don't need to be a professional motion designer to master this, and when you combine it with the right editing automation, you can turn long-form content into a massive stack of viral shorts faster than ever before. I want to show you exactly how I execute this process, and specifically how Vizard ties the entire thing together for a seamless production experience. Let's be realistic about the past, because just a few months ago, creating a slick subscribe button animation meant paying a designer hundreds of dollars or spending hours inside After Effects. You probably relied on template libraries and just hoped that your final project wouldn't look generic. But those days of compromise are finally behind us. Now we have incredible models that let you recreate or generate motion graphics from absolutely nothing, whether it's a simple screenshot, a few frames, or even a short spoken prompt. The results are shockingly close to what high-end studios charge for, and I'm not talking about crude clip art. I am talking about smooth easing, believable physics, and sound design perfectly synced to the motion. In this video, I will walk you through the exact workflow I used, starting with the simple basics and then stepping up to the really professional level techniques. I'll show you how I recreated templates from platforms like Jitter and Auto AE, how I used an image-to-prompt GPT to extract the design, and how I ran generations on powerful models like Seeddream. Furthermore, I'll demonstrate how to use the latest motion AI models to synthesize animation between two distinct frames, creating professional transitions with ease. But I'm also going to reveal the bigger picture, specifically how Vizard automatically slots these new motion clips into your short edits, picks the best moments from long videos, and schedules them across social platforms. For my first demo, which is a Jitter-style subscribe animation, I took a very simple approach by grabbing just a beginning frame and an ending frame. I fed these specific frames into an image recreation GPT, which is solid at translating complex visuals into structured, actionable prompts. It analyzes the screenshot, detects the shapes, colors, gradients, and outputs a JSON-like prompt that basically describes every single visual element for the generator. The next step involved a tile-based image model where I pasted that prompt, hit generate, and within a few minutes I had multiple stills in that exact design style. Then I asked the model to delete all the elements and return a blank background, giving me a clean start and end image pair perfectly suited for animation. Now for the motion, which is where the newer video models come in, and I used one that takes a start frame and an end frame plus a short natural language prompt. The trick I learned is to not overcomplicate the prompt. Instead, record yourself describing the movement out loud as if you are explaining it to a friend. I literally close my eyes, imagine the bounce or the fade, and speak it, allowing the motion GPT to turn those spoken words into a precise motion prompt. The result is a nearly one-click workflow from the initial concept to the final rendered frames and the final motion clip. For that subscribe animation I mentioned, I had a polished clip ready in under a minute, with all the movement, timing, and feel exactly where I wanted it. Sometimes the output is a bit downscaled, but that is easily fixable with a quick quality upscale step in your post-production software. Now let's scale this up by looking at how I found a more complex lower third style that I wanted to recreate from existing templates. I followed the same exact idea: take the screenshot, feed it to the recreation tool, grab the JSON, and generate both the element frame and a clean background. Using that same spoken prompt method, I generated 8 variations and picked the best one, giving me total control over the bounce and easing to match my video perfectly. Some motion models even auto-generate matching sound that lines up with the movement, which is a massive help for social media clips, where credibility is everything. If the sound isn't perfect, I throw a quick transient click or whoosh on top in my DAW, but most of the time the auto sound is enough for native platform posts. The part a lot of creators miss is that these motion graphics are valuable assets, and you do not have to place them manually into every single short. This is where Vizard becomes a complete game changer for scaling, as its auto-editing feature scans your long videos and detects the most viral-worthy clips. You can then easily drop your generated motion assets like subscribe buttons or animated lower thirds into those shorts and let Vizard handle the timing. Instead of opening a traditional editor for every single clip, Vizard gives you a content calendar where you can schedule posts and tweak captions instantly. When you set a posting frequency, the software auto-schedules for you, meaning while the AI handles visuals, Vizard automates the placement and distribution. That combination is the real productivity multiplier because pro visuals plus automatic clip selection plus scheduled posting equals output that used to require a full-time editor. Let's talk about the costs and the reality of this approach, as I even tried hiring a human to recreate one of these animations just to do a fair comparison. Fiverr quoted me $100 for a single motion graphic, which was a great result, but it is slow and pricey when you need a high volume of clips every month. On the AI side, if you are on a pro plan, you can crank out multiple motion assets in a single week for a fraction of that cost. Pair that with Vizard, which removes the editing bottleneck, and you can realistically produce 5 solid client-ready clips a month with minimal marginal time. Just do the math. Selling 5 clips at $100 each is $500, and after subtracting your small monthly subscription costs, you are left with a very healthy margin. More importantly, this process is repeatable and scalable, so you don't need advanced design skills, just the ability to prompt well, pick the right generation, and let Vizard stitch it together. Now, this isn't magic without trade-offs, as generated motion can occasionally have artifacts, or a model might slightly misinterpret a tiny design detail. That is why a hybrid approach is always the most powerful strategy. Use AI for 90% of the work, and human polish when something needs that last 10% of finesse. When comparing tools, template libraries are great if you want a quick pre-made look, but they cost per license and still require heavy manual placement. The new motion AIs are brilliant at synthesis, but you still need an editor to pick the right shots and publish them consistently, which is why Vizard bridges that gap. So which was better, the human editor or the AI? For my tests, the human editor produced an impeccable single asset, but it took days and cost a significant amount of money. The AI pipeline gave me several usable variations in minutes, and when combined with Vizard's automation, it let me publish a series of shorts in record time. For most creators trying to grow, consistency and volume beat one-off perfection, so prioritize your output accordingly. If you want to try this yourself, screenshot a template you love, feed it to a recreation tool, run it through an image model, and plug the result into Vizard. Let Vizard pick the best moments from your long videos, auto-add those assets at scale, and handle the publishing so you can focus on the bigger picture. I've dropped every tool I used in the description below, so go check them out, try the flow, and tell me in the comments which looked better to you. If you want more step-by-step breakdowns, specific prompts, and my exact export settings, let me know and I will put those into a follow-up video. For now, experiment, adapt, and watch how much content you can push live when you combine smart motion generation with Vizard's incredible auto-editing capabilities. Trust me, once you automate the grind, the creative part of the job becomes the fun part again.